Gooners on Roblox have been evolving since the beginning of the site, where we've gone from normal online dating to there being literal 3D model of balloons printed to the front of avatars. But recently, with Roblox being stricter on the catalog, you might have think that this has de-escalated, where for a while we aren't really seeing people creating so much of crazy avatars, and it felt as Roblox was just suckering into this goon bait for a bit, whereas now when you look up chests, normal gears pop up and it doesn't feel like we're on a deepfake site. But about a year ago, when you looked it up, you would see some pretty disturbing things and saw a lot of pretty disturbing avatars going around. But today, I've discovered a whole new side of Roblox Gooners and have uncovered where they've been dwelling all this time. Obviously, we already talked and covered about the avatars and how UGC has really promoted this problem, but there's now issues with the games Roblox is promoting, and what people are doing in these games are crazy.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Where I had found a few games that were honestly just insane to me, and not only is Roblox letting this happen, but they're promoting them as well. Where first up, I wanted to start off with something light, with Anime Girl RNG. Now at first glance, we can see from the game's thumbnail, it looks a little bit sus to say the least, where Tsunade is blowing kisses at me, and whatever this thing is looking at me oddly. Once I joined this game, it was really like any other RNG game, where if you ever played Souls or Rap RNG, for example, you're just rolling for chances of getting better things. But with this game, it's anime. But not just anime girls in specific. Now, anime is already known for people gooning to their female characters and obsessing over them, and now we have a whole Roblox game where you can roll. Once you start rolling, they like to introduce some type of new aspect to the characters as introducing them as HUDs. And once you roll your favorite waifu, it can either follow you around or be strapped to your back. There's not much more to explain about this game other than you're just rolling, gooning, and repeating, other than when you try to leave, they blow this screen into your face to try and get you not to. This one isn't really that bad, but still feels as if the only people playing this game are gooners and desperate YouTubers like me trying to make content on it. But that's until you get to Skinny Mommy, where you can roll anything from Country Mommy to Clumsy Mommy. Honestly, the avatars in this game aren't wicked, other than the shopkeeper's chest that could probably poke you in the eye if you got too close. But honestly, the whole thing being revolved around Mommy is honestly just weird and slightly disgusting to me, and before you say anything, I am one to call my girlfriend Mommy, fair warning. But it just gets weird when you decide to bring it into what's supposed to be a children's game. But next we have Head Pats for Makima, which off rip doesn't sound that bad and doesn't seem like it either when you join. Where it's really just a obby with anime character from Chainsaw Man all around you, but that's until you reach the end and actually get to Makima and her friends, where she or whoever starts patting your head and obviously let's say some interesting chats while doing it, like, that's right, relax for me, you're doing great, and to top it all off, good boy. She also has a few other things, and every character have their own individual sayings, but it's all just weird, and seems like most of the developers making these games are probably developing them with one-hand logic. Now, those games on Roblox are a little bit more in the broad category, where it's more the game than the players playing it, where I can throw up some more examples like Sleep on Goth Mommy's Lap, Riz the AI, and cute anime femboy obby, and unfortunately a lot more than I wish that all you people can enjoy, but to save my brain cells, I'm gonna skip those. There is another category I do want to talk about though, where it's not so much the games in general, but the specific category of people that like to play them, which is obviously Gooners, and I want to start off with Bathroom Hangout, where in the title you can just tell the type of people that are playing it, where when you load it in, there's a bunch of rules you must agree to, like no NSFW drawings, no spam drawings, and no NSFW avatars, and a bunch more, where you already know a game's going to be just fantastic and very kid-friendly when joining. Now, I don't know if you could tell, but I was being very sarcastic there as well. Now, out the gate, after agreeing, I saw whatever this thing is, where I had to get front and back views for you guys, and this is honestly just disturbing. This was 5 seconds of being in the game, and in my opinion, if your parents want to let you walk out the house wearing it in real life, then why put it on your Roblox avatar, because I can guarantee that this is probably like a 14-year-old girl, and it's kind of just disgusting. I feel as Roblox characters do not need this much proportion in general whatsoever to it, even before I even got to the main Goon Cave. They just force you to join their stupid group as well, which I wanted to talk about, and I felt like that was really dumb. and after walking into the Goon Fest, I was able to see this creature dancing, where she probably thought I was sitting there with one hand watching, and I kinda did feel like a creep, considering this inappropriate dance she was doing, but with the lack of self-respect in Roblox, I doubt that was the least thing she was worried about. I also saw this avatar with once again giant thighs, and somehow was able to make a butt-shaped design that was somehow revealing in Roblox. If you put this in front of my face 8 years ago, I would not know what I'm looking at. This game was infested with Gooners and the avatars they were wearing, but I did get an opportunity to meet Donald J. Trump, and the weird part was, nobody in the game really chatted. They were all kind of just standing around, like this guy who's sitting here patiently waiting for an e-girl to come up to him aura farming, and I played the game for probably around 30 minutes until I just couldn't take it anymore and seen way too many Gooners and all their weird behavior before joining another 18+ game, which is Poke Haven.
Out the gate once joining, I'm pretty sure you can already spot the Gooner avatars. I mean, you can still see my badges loading in from being a first time joiner. That's how quickly it was. I honestly didn't play this game that long because I just couldn't, but I'll pop up some Gooner avatars I had seen. And a lot more people were chatting in this game, surprisingly, and it seemed like some pretty heavy online dating was going on, where this girl really just wanted to be in her, man's arms, I guess. I don't really know, but I thought it was kind of funny. But I don't even think I want to understand the context. I mean, I didn't really see much in this game, but I also didn't stay that long, as I said, but this is where things get way deeper and take such a sharp turn, because I decided I wanted to research these bathroom and haven games, because I really thought to myself, I sat down and thought, and I was like, I don't think that these games are just Gooners, I feel like they're doing more, and I felt like I wanted to go in and research groups, and really just everything in general. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to research Discords, groups, and even just investigate the developer, and I didn't really find much, but I did find something weird. Are these players called MAPs, which stand for Minor Attracted Person. Now, if you don't understand why that's a problem, then I don't think you need to be watching this video, because you have worse things to worry about. But this is where things get way worse than just Gooners. These games are having these communities in them that are basically groups of pedophiles on steroids. They use hidden symbols and colors and ciphers where just decoding to decrypt messages, and they use these hidden colors like this that I'm popping up on screen, and they're using them to attract in these kids. It's really just disgusting. Like, it's awful. These Gooners hide in these games in plain sight waiting for someone to come along. And I think this is such a big reason why Roblox is such a big pedo problem in general. Because they don't deal with these 18+ games that have these maps, that have these pedophiles, that are just sitting around in bathroom hangout. If you don't understand why that game's a problem, then again, don't need to be watching this video. I mean, they're promoting this problem to such a big degree where every pet on Roblox just starts out as a Gooner probably playing these games. They're really just a prestige Gooner, and Bathroom Hangout in specific are the ones creating these species of degenerates. I feel Roblox doesn't really even have any excuse to let these games slide, and simple Pokemon games can't even last a week on the site, more or less these games lasting months or even years, or not getting deleted at all. It goes to show the platform cares more about losing money than they do the player base, as they're going out of their way to ban people helping the problem instead of the ones developing them. But the Roblox Gooners actually aren't just on Roblox, and they've actually congressed over to another platform, as to TikTok. And it gets even worse over there, where if you even do so much as look up Roblox on TikTok, you see some pretty freaky things, unfortunately. Well, before I even go into talking about these TikToks, or why this is an issue, I'm just going to let a few of them play out on screen. So make sure to brace yourself for this, and viewer discretion will be advised.
Girl, shake that. You gon' make me spank that. I'm trying not to break that. Yeah, it's the big payback. Your mama gave you all that. You better not waste that. See you got on all.
You can't keep getting away with it!
I'm gonna go ahead and just stop there for you guys, fortunately, because I don't want to mind scar you like I was, but I literally didn't even search up anything specific to find those. I literally just put in Roblox and they popped up, and they weren't even the worst ones. There's some I think if I showed, I'd actually get demonetized. I mean, I saw actual Roblox badonkadonks, and I don't even want to go into it. If you guys want to go search it up, then viewer discretion is advised once again. And just be prepared for what you might see, because you might not come out the same person that you were before that. And you might not even come out the same person you were before I showed you the ones I see. Like, they're bad. But there's really not much more to say about this gooning crisis on Roblox, other than it's definitely getting worse. And if you guys want, I might make another part 2 to this, where I go into more of the maps and what they're doing and how they're doing this stuff, and really try to figure out where they're lurking in Bathroom Hangout, and just go into more of an explanation, because I just briefly introduced them in this video, because they were a big part of everything that's going on, and they're obviously just gooners too. And the TikTok stuff is crazy though, and I don't know how Roblox seems to see this stuff happening and just ignore it blindly, but at the end of the day, they're rich, so what do they care? So, but for the most part, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're a Roblox gooner, just stop, please.